Hey Tony, it is Friday, and first off, to answer your question of the week, I think Charlie Baker's done a pretty good job, all in all. He made a really good step the other day in which he's going to set up a registry in which if companies don't follow social distancing guidelines or things like that, then they get reported. So I'm hoping that'll help out too, but a lot of it will just be a we'll wait and see. NASA's numbers have stayed pretty steady for a little over a month now, which is good. I mean, our numbers haven't been rising, which is it's not ideal, but it's better than it could be. It's better than it was back in April when Mass really got hit in that the first part of the first wave.
The first wave?
No, I said the first part of the first wave.
Okay.
We're still in the first wave, but we're in the second part of the first wave.
Okay.
So what I want to talk about this week is, it's probably not going to surprise you, but I want to talk a little bit about masks, because tomorrow is going to be a pretty fun night when I hope your friends really enjoy the game, and I hope I can run a good game for you guys. It's going to be different than like D&D or any other game like that, but it really is. If players like role-playing, I don't think I've found a better system for role-playing than masks, truly. So you're going to hear a little bit of noise coming here because we just got a bunch of IKEA furniture set up, and we are currently in the process of setting it up here. You can see some of it. There's Taylor. We got some chairs for the table. We have a new china cabinet, and we have a couple more bookshelves that we're going. Oh, we also got a recliner right there, which is nice. But we ended up. We have a couple bookshelves that we're going to be putting right next to the TV to ideally try and keep away some of the echo, because we have a bit of an echo in here. So we're really hoping that kind of mitigates that a little bit. And we always need more bookshelves because we always have a ton of books. So let's talk about masks. So, pardon me. So I spent a good portion of today kind of trying to get things set up for you guys. I have the story for the one shot set up. I have a little bit of backstory on this Halcyon, and I have kind of a general trajectory that I'm planning on seeing this go. Now, I'm readily expecting that my trajectory is going to completely be thrown out the window, because for all I know, like, you guys could all roll really low, and the first villain you fight could end up being like a big part of the session. Because like with masks, it's so much of it is it's not focused on combat. It's not focused on the fights. It's not focused on the superheroes fighting supervillains. It's really more focused on the team dynamics. And I'm really hoping that we're going to have some interesting dynamics within everything. So, kind of the general concept is this Halcyon is it's located where current day Chicago is, and it is a bright shining city of tomorrow, because superheroes have helped build it up. Now, Chicago is a great city. I don't know if you've been there, but I went there after senior year of high school, and it's a pretty fun city. But what my intention is, like, this Halcyon is the cultural, economic, and urban center of the Midwest, which is what Chicago is anyway. And I'm really kind of hoping that we're going to have a good time, because one of the biggest, like, a big part of the game is Halcyon itself. And wherever your Halcyon is located is really like can completely change the setup of the game. Like, we played in a few games with Halcyon, which one of them was Halcyon Island, which is just an island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. We had played Halcyon USA, where it's located in New York. And we've also played in one where Halcyon is located in Toledo. And it's just, there's so many options around there that the city itself becomes as much of a character as, Gotham is for Batman, or Manhattan is for Spider-Man, or et cetera, et cetera. So it's going to be pretty fun. And just the concept of an urban center being attacked by superheroes and supervillains is something I've always enjoyed. Because you kind of, as a kid, you're like, oh, it's so cool, look at all these buildings that are falling down. Look at all of these crazy fights that are going on here. Then as an adult, Taylor and I make the joke all the time of
the insurance,
the lawsuits, and et cetera, et cetera. So it's kind of I'm really looking forward to it. I really hope you guys enjoy it. And I think it's going to be a pretty fun session. I said because it's going to be a one shot. I'm kind of going on a big go big or go home type setup because I want to give you guys the best possible feel for Masks in all of its glory. So I'm kind of going big. It's going to be a big story instead of like other like long form games which kind of start off a little small and then advance later on. So I'm pretty excited to run it. I know Taylor and Jay are excited to play their characters because they've played as them before, and this is going to be just like a different iteration of them. And I think it's going to be a good time for all. So Tony, my question for you is, what do you think of the game? Tony, I'll talk to you tomorrow, but I'll see you on Wednesday. Later, bro.